show today the heartwarming story of a kababayan mother who has been given the gift of freedom and of family this Christmas season. Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. My name is Janelle Sawyer, kababayan in Los Angeles, and you are watching America's first and only daily talk show for and about the Filipinos. Ito po ang Kababayan Today. Ito naman po ang mga balita.
Pinoy na Pinoy, Weekend Balita.
Ronnie Ligo is the editor-in-chief of Weekend Balita, joining us every week here on Kababayan Today from their Glendale newsroom. Magandang hapon sa iyo, Ronnie.
Magandang hapon sa iyo, Janelle. May konti tayong magandang balita para sa ating mga kababayan.
Yes, pag-usapan natin ang temporary protected status. We've been talking about that the last few weeks or so. Attorney Alison Aquino has mentioned that as well. Attorney Richard Lowe and some other organizations here in our Filipino community in Southern California have been rallying with the Philippine government to request for the U.S. to grant us that status. And I think there has been a request made. We're just waiting for it to be granted, correct?
Yeah, that was made on Friday, December 13. Si Ambassador Cuisia, he handed the note verbal to Washington requesting temporary protected status sa ating mga kababayan na nandito sa Amerika. Ano nga ba ang TPS, temporary protected status? That will give immigration relief for those who are undocumented, especially, so that they can work here, stay here, that hindi sila pwede ma-deport, and may even travel, if granted.
Yes, there are a lot of provisions in the temporary protected status. Kung maaalala natin, nabanggit din ni Attorneys Alison Aquino and Richard Lowe na it has been granted to other countries before na naka-experience ng mga calamities na kasing laki in size and the devastation na na-experience natin sa Bagyong Yolanda.
Exactly. Isa lang reminder, pag ito na-granted, of course, this will have to be approved by the government, by the Obama administration, na kailangan pa rin mag-apply ng ating mga kababayan. Hindi porke i-grant ito, automatic na, kailangan mag-apply sila for this immigration relief, for this TPS status, para kung kailangan nila itong relief na ito.
Alright, abangan ng mga susunod na kabanata, and I have a commitment from Attorney Alison Aquino and Richard Lowe that they will come here should that be granted so they can explain to our viewers once again kung anong mga provisions dito and who are eligible to apply. Meanwhile, still on Yolanda or Typhoon Haiyan, Ronnie, Secretary of State John Kerry nabigla sa kanyang mga nakita sa Tacloban.
Yeah, bumisita sa Pilipinas, and nabanggit mga pumunta mismo sa Tacloban, and he was stunned by the devastation that he saw, that he witnessed for himself. Ang sabi nga niya, parang war zone, and it is for a lot of Filipinos. At humihingi pa siya for another 25 million additional aid. Actually, ang Amerika, more than $87 million na ang ginagastos para sa mga relief, para sa mga Marines na nagpunta sa Pilipinas, and all the help and aid that they are pouring to the Philippines.
And since we are talking about numbers, nagpalabas na ng budget ang the Aquino administration in terms of what they are planning to spend to rehabilitate the affected areas.
Yes, $8 billion ang inahandang tinataya ng Aquino administration naman para sa relief at rebuilding effort para sa ating bansa for the next 4 years, Janelle. So, napakalaking halaga niya, Pero of course, alam naman natin kung gaano katalaga ang destruction na nangyari sa mga bayan ng Tacloban, buong probinsya ng Leyte, Samar, at mga of course, meron pa tayong mga earthquake noong nakaraan pa niya,
sa
Bohol.
Yes.
Oo. So, hopefully ito ay tama lang na maging sapat at para magkaroon na ng rebuilding efforts kasi marami na displaced. 4 million Filipinos have been displaced at more millions ang naapektuhan nitong Typhoon Haiyan na ito.
Alright, very quickly, Ronnie, when we say $8 billion, na-pinpoint na ba nila kung saan mapupunta ito? There is Tacloban, there's Ormoc, there's different provinces. Meron pa kaming naririnig, maski sa Antique, maski sa Aklan, also Northern Cebu. All those areas have also been affected. So does that include, are those areas included in the $8 billion budget?
Malalaman natin in the next few weeks. Of course, this is just the budget that has been allocated. Pero like I said, ang priority of course yung mga devastated areas. And then the 4-year plan na ito, parang Marshall Plan ito, kasi nga lahat yan naapektuhan. Nabanggit mo nga mga ibang probinsya pa. I'm pretty sure na talagang kakalat itong budget na ito.
Yes.
And of course, the governors will have to request what and then identify what areas need to be rehabilitated.
Sad news, of course, especially during the Christmas season, Ronnie. So we'll end on a high note. Happy news naman tayo. Pinay ang pinakabagong Miss International. Very quickly, Ronnie, because we're running out of time.
Right, si Bea Rose Santiago ang nanalo ngayon, Miss International, in Japan. Although may konting controversy kasi hindi siya krinaw nung yung predecessor niya na supposedly magka-crown sa kanya. At any rate, another good news for us pagkatapos na nanalo tayo sa Miss World competition.
Mas marami pang balita, Ronnie, sa inyong website at sa mga pahayagan.
Of course, balita.com po, tsaka usasianpost.com. And don't forget to pick up our newspapers, Weekend Balita at US Asian Post.
Yes, maraming salamat. Ronnie Lygo, Editor-in-Chief of Weekend Balita. When we return on the show, we'll give you real estate update. Don't go away.